Hi there. So this topic we're going to cover is a little bit more extreme, and it's with regards to a property that is damaged and no longer in a livable condition. So if you find that your property is no longer livable, either the tenants or the owners need to terminate the tenancy. If either party is not sure whether the property is still livable, then we can have the government or another authority come along and determine whether the property is livable or not. So essentially the decision about whether the property is livable depends on the cleanliness, access to essential services and any health or safety risks that may be in place at the property. So once it's been determined that the property is no longer livable, the termination of the tenancy in the agreement can proceed. So in this circumstance where the property is no longer livable, the landlord is not required to provide the tenant with another place to stay. If the property is no longer livable, the tenant needs to secure themselves a new property to live in. And then what happens in this situation is the bond needs to be released to the tenant as per normal, but there can't be any funds taken from the bond with regards to damage to cover the cost of any damage caused by the disaster, natural or not, that made that property become unlivable in the first place. So just to reiterate, if a property is no longer livable, the tenancy agreement needs to be terminated. The landlord is not responsible for securing a new property for the tenants to live in or provide them with alternative accommodation, and the bond must be disposed of without any deductions to cover the cost of damages caused by that disaster. So a little bit of an extreme scenario, but hopefully it's not one that doesn't come up too often. However, it's really good to be aware of your obligations as a landlord, and obviously as a tenant as well, understand the circumstances and the risk involved if a property does become no longer livable. Hope you found that helpful. As always, please reach out if you have any questions. We're here to help, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got. Thanks so much.